been a pretty long minute since I last uploaded a video. There's been some updates since the new changes to the game regarding some top tier planes for China, and it's going to be interesting with the Mighty Dragon update. The squadron vehicle, the JF-17, I'm in the process of trying to grind that out with squadron research points. Made a little bit of progress on the China tech tree. I still have a ways to go. The J8 is next on my list. It has been interesting with the matchmaker lately at 11.0, roughly up to 12. There's still a good amount of F-14 spam with the event Iranian Falcon. It's not Falcon, Iranian Tomcat. And the play style is a bit tough because at this battle rating there's not a lot of options with countermeasures. And as you can see, everyone is launching their missiles from across the map to hit people. And there you go. That F-14 just took out one of our players there. And I mean, apart from, you know, diving off to the side, in this map it's nice because we do have some terrain that we can hide behind, but it does make it a bit difficult when it's a more flat map. So I'm going to see if I can go after this F8 here. He's doing a good job of looping there, but he's damaged now and he just J'd out, you know, so get that F4 that's not paying attention right now. There we go. And was an Su-17 on my 6 there. Passed by. My teammate's going in now to take them, so I'm gonna just reset here. I can't really encroach too far into their spawn because I've done that a little bit, and it makes it a bit tough when you have everybody launching all their missiles on you at the same time. So middle of the map is more reasonable. Look, we have an upper hand right now. A lot of the F-14s are now dying out, and if that's their only plane, that's all they have left. This F-14 up high here, let's see if we can go in and intercept. 8 kilometers out, Su-17 versus Su-17. Is he now facing me? Yes. Okay, we'll try to go for this Su-17. I know he's going to be anticipating my missile, hence the flaring. He's pre-flaring, which is smart. And he's going back towards his team, which is a good idea. I don't know how many more flares are left. Launch up. No. Let's see here. Okay, that worked. We were able to launch our missile just a little above the line of sight for where those flares were being dumped. Maybe we had a good luck here. Okay, there's FGR on my 6, and it has way more thrust. So I need to be ready here in a defensive situation. Okay. He broke off and went for somebody else. MiG-21 is on fire. No point chasing now and dumping my speed. F-14 is still alive, somewhere up high there, and I see the missile trails there. Okay, here comes another one. Now, I'm going to go down as low as I can get here and then change direction at the last second. There we go. We're able to dodge it. And we're going to go ahead and try to intercept now. We have our missile reload now, and we'll just full afterburn after them. I'm hoping we can avoid this FGR on my 6 here. Here comes his missiles now. Massive overload because this crew slot is still very under skilled, so I have to definitely get some more skill points to make it work. Okay, good job, teammate. That really helped, so I don't have to dump all my speed. Okay, I see a missile coming down low here. We need to get low and be ready to avoid. Okay, good. Now we will move right in here and try to take him out. I'm going supersonic here. And he's going way too fast to churn. Yeah, I'm not using my afterburner in my turn here. I'm gonna go horizontal a little bit here. Good job with our team. Bait him into a slow. It would have been nice to have a 1v1 there, but I would have tried to bleed his energy out in a horizontal loop, or not loop, but a horizontal flat turn. A bank turn, I should say. P63 is damaged. Finish him off there. And let's see what's left. There's an F4, regular F4C, which won't have any countermeasures. Okay, if he's running dogfight missiles, then we need to be ready because they have a pretty good pull. There we go. And we have much better energy retention than the F4S does. Again, the same tactic. We lead a bit with our missile. I've done that before in other videos with R60Ms. Try again here. Off bore there. Let's see if we get him. Yep, perfect. B25. People are now going down to their reserve tier of planes. Make a good pass with our guns here. And he took my wing off. I don't know if I can limp this back to base now. We'll try. And that F-14 is back with the backup plane. I'm having a lot of trouble here. Oh wow, I got lucky. Back to base, but probably a bad approach there. I probably should have looped high, used my energy and thrust to loop over that bomber and come back down with my guns, but it's fine. The A5C isn't the best turning plane in the lineup, but it's pretty good as a premium. I mentioned that in many videos ago, a rather long time ago, when they had a promotion on premiums. I was able to cover the cost of that and the F5C by selling one of the event vehicles. The F5s are not too bad. You just have to be more reactive with the play style. You can't rush in completely. You just got to catch people unaware, because then they're going to be in a slower energy state, and you can clean them up with guns. So we'll try to get this F-14. I do see someone on my 6 here. There's the F-14. And looks like he's being fired upon. And a lot of players that are new, they don't realize the amount of heat the F-14 engines put off makes it a bit hard sometimes. You're not going to be able to necessarily dodge a heat-seeking missile, because the amount of heat that's being given off, you can't dump that temperature that fast. F-105 is dead, and we're pretty much in an advantage now, so we can play it on our terms. I do see a missile coming in. Too close to the ground there. Not the best example, but we're pretty close now. We just have to hold off just for a little bit. And I'm too slow now. My engine's done. Not horrible with the score either. Not that I've kind of had a bunch of kills, but for playing conservative for the most part. I'd say it's not bad. Come in with our F5A, and we've already won, so can't even spawn it. But we'll come back in for the next game, hopefully. The matchmaker is pretty fast today. And my premium time is expired, so I'm not getting the full result for matches, but I have noticed that the win rates are rather abysmal, especially if you use a booster. I get matched with a bunch of players that typically only have one premium vehicle, and they'll end up quitting the match right after they die. Some of them might use a backup plane, but it becomes pretty one-sided right early on in those matches, where the enemy team is pretty much over your spawn, and as soon as you spawn in, there's not much you can do before everyone's firing their missiles on you. So it can get frustrating, but the grind is the grind. We're into our next game. I was going to try to look at the tech tree just to go over, but I'll show it after this match, hopefully. I guess one nice little perk is it's forcing me to learn the play style of the F5. I hadn't played it much beyond the early videos that I did, especially the F5C. And with the meta that it is now, with the amount of missiles that are flying everywhere, it does force you to change some of the tactics. So this map is a bit flat, a more flat map. There's a little bit of terrain that we can utilize, but for the most part, you're more exposed. So, you know, flying straight in across to intercept the enemy at this altitude makes it a bit hard, because there's phantoms, and if anybody was to have joined in with their F-14, that would make it harder. Okay, so we have a bunch of people here now within 3 kilometers. I see that at 4 as well. Let's see if we can catch them unaware. A little off-bore shot there. Hopefully we'll get them. Yep. Maybe we can get the tornado as well. They're usually pretty good about using their countermeasures. Maybe we can do it with guns here. Got a crit, and he's tumbling. Let's see if he's able to recover. I don't think he's going to recover. Yeah, he's going down. There we go. We'll take that. And I don't want to get too close to their base. Oh, too close. Should have been aware. That Harrier, let's see, is it a Sea Harrier? I can't remember if that's an AIM-9M carrying variant, which does make it a bit tougher as well. We'll come back in with our F5 and try again. Oh, it's an AIM-9L, okay. Yeah, AIM-9L in a rear aspect, if you're on the close end, makes it challenging to avoid those missiles. Many times an A10 will catch you. Okay. That F4S is done. A lot of F4 pilots, they'll pull that maneuver. They'll try to do this crazy like flat roll or whatever, and on the verge of losing control, they'll perform that and then try to get away. Okay, got to hit on him. He's tumbling, and we're too. Alright, he's pretty much done now. So let's see if we can clean him up here. Turning circle is rather wide. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. See if we can get this Harrier. Okay, never mind. He's actively popping countermeasures now. Let's see if we can do it with guns here. Right, so he's lost control there. That's enough. He's gonna have to V-turn to save himself. He's gonna try to line up a missile shot there, but didn't happen. Maybe here with the 9P. There's a lot of people on him now. Our team's doing really well for defending. F3 J7E, I want to be careful. Basically a nicer MiG-21. And it has really good angle of attack, but at the expense of dumping a lot of its energy, like most of the MiG-21 variants. There we go. He's on fire. He'll probably get cleaned up by our team, maybe. I see more missiles coming in. And if it's an AIM-9G, they have really good pull and follow through. Don't want to get the Vulcan on me. Oh, very close. And another F5C got me. We'll come back in with our F5A, and then I'll bring in my J7E. That one I use last, or towards the end, just because it dumps energy really fast. It's definitely better than a MiG-21, but I do find myself in situations where I'm in a very slow state, and it's frustrating to try to pull out of. And I do notice that I have this bug sometimes where my reticle will just get lost and stuck, which is what it's doing now. And I can't reset it. It'll sometimes fix itself, but right now it's just stuck. So I guess it's sort of like a situation where I have to aim like as if I would be playing real battles, because I don't have my crosshair that lines up, just the other. Pushing him into a loop to get really slow. That was too easy to line up. We are behind though on ground targets, and I wonder who's putting in the work. That MiG-21 was doing it earlier. I wonder what they were using before in their lineup. I see a bunch of missiles coming in. I need to get behind this mountain here. There we go. Like I mentioned earlier, you want to use the terrain where you can. I have 30 seconds for my missiles, and I don't want to dump all of my afterburner energy right now. Here comes that F8. You need to be ready. If it's AIM-9H or D, it's a bit tough to evade. F4 is trying to lock me up. We'll reset here. Almost have our missiles back as well. I'm trying to keep my energy up a little bit. Got a little close to that tree, and the hitboxes of trees are unpredictable. Got him, but just barely clipped him, and so there we are. Come back in with J7E. Doesn't have all aspects. I wish it did. Basically R60s. And here comes everybody in our spawn, pretty much. Had a shot there, and I screwed it up. Launched it too late after seeing that he was already dead. I guess we'll take out these AI targets in the meantime, because the R3S, these are basically R3S missiles that are useless beyond being really close up. I don't have the angle. I don't know who got me there. Was there somebody on me? A10 perhaps? No, MiG-21 BIS, although I don't know where that MiG-21 BIS was. Maybe up high and wasn't spotted, or my crew didn't see them spotted. The 104G is just doesn't turn. So I like the J6 more. Although I don't have countermeasures, so I'm gonna have to have my speed as my tactic to avoid here, especially against this MiG-23 here. There we go, dodged it, but a little too late. We would have probably cleaned up this A-10 and MiG-23 if you had a chance to chase them, but not enough tickets left in the game. And that's pretty much how these games go. We end up usually with the defeat, although it was a bit longer match, so I can't complain. If we look at the tech tree here, there's a JF-17, which will be interesting to play once it gets unlocked. I'm almost there with my J8, just a little bit more, maybe like 40% left to research. F-16, I guess the Taiwanese one. The J-10 is what I'm most excited about. And then the J-11s are variants of the Su-27, I guess. Haven't tried any of the Q-5 line. Being a strike aircraft, it's probably going to be a bit like the A5. I don't know how well it handles, but until next time, I'll upload when I have a chance. Thank you for watching.